Hey everyone, this is your girl, the legless Amputee Beauty. I am author Kathy Holmes, the author from Tragedy, from Triumph. I lost my legs to recover my life. So I haven't talked to you guys in a couple of days. I have another question that someone asked me today. They asked me, how was I mentally? And have I ever been in the mental hospital for the sexual abuse and rape or for just my legs? Had to go to a mental hospital or stayed overnight. Well, no one knew this, so I'm telling y'all my secret. Yes, I was in a mental hospital for one night because I called 911 and I told them that I wanted to commit suicide. Um, my problem was I needed someone to talk to. And I kept telling everyone that I needed everybody that I would call. They were always busy and I couldn't reach anyone and it seemed like nobody was listening. Depression is a silent cry for help. Major depression, it causes you to have suicide tendencies and suicidal thoughts. And I was in a major depression because of my legs and because of the childhood rape, because I hadn't dealt with none of it. And I called 911 because I wanted to take a whole bottle of pills and just end it. And this was a couple of years ago. Yeah. So that was the wrong move for me. I ended up, so they took me to the hospital. The police came. They asked what was wrong, and I just started crying. And I said, I just need someone to talk to. No, they asked me. The police asked me, do you want to talk to someone? And I said yes. And I started crying and telling them about my legs, telling them about the abuse. And I just started telling them about everything. And they were so sympathetic and they were so compassionate, so merciful. And they spoke to me with grace and mercy and compassion and so much love. And they sat there and they waited. And when the fire rescue came, they put me in the ambulance. And the police officer said, we wish you the best. And when you get out, we're going to take you out to breakfast. They were so kind. So they took me to the hospital and they evaluated me. And they was going to let me go home. But the doctor, the ER doctor, he said, you know what? We're going to keep you overnight. And I was like, okay. So they took me upstairs, which was here in North Carolina. I'm in South Carolina now, but it was in North Carolina. And they took me upstairs, and that's where the mental ward was. And they took me up there. They took everything from me, dressed, um, let me take a shower and everything. And I remember sitting in the room. It wasn't like a jail or anything. It was like a regular hospital, but it was on the top floor, and you would have never known that it was the mental ward. And I sat in the bed, and I looked, sat in the dark, sat up on the bed, and I was like, God, I finally made it to the mental hospital. I am in the mental hospital in here. So I fell asleep, and because everybody always say the stuff that I've gone through, and the doctors always say the stuff that I've gone through you would end up in a mental hospital. They wanted to know why. They kept saying, why haven't she been in a mental hospital? Whatever you're doing the right thing. So that was the wrong move for me. I stayed for one night. I saw a counselor and I saw a psychiatrist, and he sat there and they listened to me talk and they didn't interrupt me. They just listen, and they didn't interrupt me. And they let me talk and they let me talk and they let me talk and talk and talk. And that's what some people just want you to do, just listen. They don't want you to respond. They just need to get everything out. And I was in that mental hospital and I'm looking around, and I remember this nurse told me, she said, you don't belong in here. She said, you're just passing through. And it gave me time to think, it gave me time to reflect, and it gave me time to rest that one night. I stayed one night. So, yes, I was in a mental hospital for one night for the things that I had gone through. I was disassociating myself from it. So, disassociation means you just don't deal with it. You block it out of your mind like it never happened. And that's how I was. And it was causing me to be in a major depression. And just, it was not good at all. So, but it was a wrong move for me. So, they let me out the next day. The doctor, he said, you need to ask for help. So I found me a good counselor, found me a good psychologist, and I talk about it. And I surround myself with people, positive people that is going to help me and that's actually going to listen to me and not interrupt me and not tell me that I need to be strong because I don't need to be strong. You don't need to be strong. God is strong. We don't need to be strong. God is strong for us. So I surround myself with positive people. I surround myself with people that's, in the church or whatever. Whatever your case may be, you may meditate, you may pray or whatever, but I pray, I read my Bible, I surround myself with positive people, and stuff that I cannot handle, I don't tackle it. Stuff that I can, I deal with it. So yes, I was in a mental hospital for one night and it was the wrong move for me. And the only thing I wanted was someone to listen to me and talk to me. That's all I wanted. Because I was having suicidal thoughts and they were turning into suicidal attempts. And I was reaching out for help and no one saw it because they looked on the outward appearance. They saw the makeup, the hair, and all that, the big smile and stuff. But no one was listening. No one would listen to me. People just want you to listen, that's all. Just ask them, are you okay? And then ask them again. If you're a really good friend, you would know. You can look into that friend's eyes and say, you're not okay. Or you can hear it in their voice, you're not okay. So, a doctor told me when I was in there, he said 90% of the people that ask you how you doing, they don't mean it. It's just something you say every day. But the other 10%, they mean it. So, I just want to share that with y'all tonight. That yes, I was in a mental hospital for one night. But that was the wrong move. I just wanted someone to talk to. That's why I ended up in there. Because I didn't have anyone to talk to at the time. Everybody was busy. I didn't even want to talk to God that time. But he allowed me to go in there, and the nurses, they kept saying, you don't belong in here. You don't belong in here. You're just passing through. So, yes. Reach out when people pay attention. They may seem like they're okay, but they might not be okay. So, this is your girl, the Legless Amputee Beauty, author Kathy Holmes. The book that I wrote, From Tragedy to Triumph. I lost my legs to recover my life. You can purchase it on Amazon. The link is under this video. Subscribe to my videos and share. Like. And don't forget to order my CD, my testimony from CD Baby. Read my blogs, Free to Speak Freely. And yeah, pay attention to people. Mental health is real. It is real. I know we don't like to talk about it, and I'm not ashamed. Y'all know I'm transparent. So if you have any more questions for me, ask your girl, the Legless Amputee Beauty. I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to inspire you. People just want you to listen sometime. They just need a listening ear. They want you to pray or listen. I pray, I read my Bible. Whatever it is that helps you to be positive, you do that. And reach out for help, because the doctor said that was my problem. He said I wasn't reaching out. I was reaching out, but I was reaching to the wrong people. So you got to change your circle. Get some people who's going to listen. Someone who's going to pay attention to you. and notice you. And that's a really good friend. Okay? So this is your girl, the legless Amputee Beauty. I am signing off. I love you once. I love you twice. I love you 3 times. And there is nothing you can do about it. Yes, I stayed in a mental hospital one night, but they let me go the next day. So now I change my circle and I surround myself with positive people. That's right. And things that I can handle, I handle. Things that I cannot handle, I don't handle. I tackle that abuse that I went through in my past, and I tackle these old legs right here, y'all. So I gotta go, and you guys take care. And if you have any more questions, ask me. I'm an open book. But don't you forget to purchase my book, From Tragedy to Triumph. Lost my legs to recover my life. That's right. You guys take care.